So we will do about 15 minutes of movement just to wake up sleepy bodies, and then we will move on to our sitting meditation at 8 o'clock. With the movement, please do whatever feels comfortable for you, whatever feels right. If there's pain, please don't try to push through. Rather, take a step back and go easy, go gently. All right, so let's come to standing. Standing in the middle of your mat, if you have a mat, feet hip distance apart, and just start by flicking your fingers, creating a little bit of space around you, raising your arms up as you continue to flick, all the way up overhead, all the way around you. You can imagine that you're clearing a space free of distractions, negativity, and then you can just shake out your hands. And then giving yourself a good shake. Don't worry about what you look like. Give yourself a little wiggle and a jiggle. And then settling down again and just pausing with your eyes closed for a moment if you feel balanced, and just seeing how you feel after just a little bit of movement. Any tingling, any pulsing, any sensations. Good. Feet are nice and steady on the ground, nice and stable. You can bring your hands in front of the body, interlace the fingers as you inhale, reach the hands up towards the sky. Deep breath in. Maybe bring your feet a little bit wider as you exhale, stretch to the one side. Inhale to center. Exhale, stretching to the other side. Inhale, center. Once more to each side. You can shift your hips all the way in the opposite direction if it feels good. Inhale as you come up. Exhaling as you go over. Inhale to center. Releasing your arms all the way down behind your back, interlacing them. And as you exhale, forward folding, you can bend your knees as much as necessary. Let your arms drop all the way forward if you can. Inhaling as you come all the way up again, slowly, slowly releasing the arms up towards the sky. Interlace the fingers the opposite way as you reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, release them all the way down behind the back. Again, interlace the fingers the opposite way so it feels strange. And as you inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. See if you can squeeze the palms of your hands together. And as you exhale, forward fold, leading with the chest. You can bend your knees if necessary. Tuck your chin. Leading with the hands, inhale as you uncurl. You can keep your chin tucked in right until the last moment. Inhale, arms all the way up again. And exhale, hands through the heart center. as you fold from the hips, remember you can bend your knees, fingertips to the floor, and then slowly walking your hands and your feet apart towards a downward facing dog. So if there's a lot of tightness in the backs of your legs, don't stress. You can keep your knees bent. You're just working the heels towards the floor, even if they don't properly touch down. In the downward facing dog, deep breath in, sigh it out. Breath in and out. One more, breathing in. You can lift your heels all the way up off the floor. You can bend your knees deeply. And as you exhale, straightening out the legs as much as you can. Pressing the heels down. You're pressing your hands in the one direction towards the front of your mat, and you're pressing your heels in the opposite direction. Give your head a little shake and nod. Tucking in your navel. Broadening through the shoulders, pressing the backs of your knees towards the wall behind you. Good. And as you exhale, bring the knees nice and wide, crossing the big toes over and moving your hips back towards your heels. For whatever variation of child's pose works for you, if you want to go ahead and bring your arms forward, chest down for a down, you could do that. Extended child pose. If you can't get touched down, don't stress. You can bring your elbows onto the mat. You can even bend your elbows and make a little shelf for your hands. So just do what is in your practice. If it's uncomfortable for your knees or for your hips, you can always try putting a blanket underneath the fronts of your feet, or folding your mat double, or even bringing this blanket behind your knees like that. So many different ways of working around a pose that maybe isn't comfortable for you. Let's just take 3 deep breaths here. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Sitting up into a kneeling position called Vajrasana. How are we doing for time? We're still good. And then scooching your hips to the one side and your feet over to the other to come up into Dandasana. Legs are stretched all the way out. As always, feel free to bend your knees if you need to do that. Maybe walk a little bit forward on your sitting bones or on your legs so that you're not sitting back. You're sitting nice and tall and your feet are flexed. So imagining that you're actually standing on an imaginary surface. If your legs are able to straighten, you can even try and activate the backs of your knees down towards the floor. Good, Dandasana. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold, just as much as feels comfortable to you. Drawing your shoulders into the sockets. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold, reaching your fingertips beyond your toes. So you're not diving your chest down towards the knees, you're going for length in the spine. Inhale, coming up. Exhale. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release your hands all the way down on either side of your hips and a little bit back. Bring your feet onto the mat where your knees were, coming up into reverse tabletop. Inhale as you swing your hips up and through, lifting through the hips, squeezing your glutes, squeezing your buttocks. Your chin can be tucked in if you wish, or you can drop your head back if your neck likes that. 3, 2, 1. Good. Swinging your hips all the way back again. You can hold it there for a moment if you're feeling energized, and then touching down. Bring the right knee bent with your right foot inside your left knee. Again, sit up nice and tall. We're going to do an open twist this time. So your left hand is coming behind you. Inhale the right arm up towards the sky, lengthening your spine as you breathe in. And then exhaling, bringing your right hand to the outside of the left knee. And you can open out that left arm as well if you want. And staying for a few breaths. Your left leg is strong, your left foot is flexed. You're softening your shoulders and using every exhalation to draw your belly button in towards your spine, deepening that massage of your internal organs. Inhale, releasing the twist, both arms up towards the sky as you come forward. Exhale, straightening out your right leg forward, fold over both the legs. Just do what you can, tuck your chin. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale, releasing your arms all the way down again. This time left foot slides up, left knee bent, left foot is to the inside of the right knee. Your right leg is as straight as you can get it, but if you need to bend it, that's no issue at all. Your right foot is flexed. Right fingertips behind you just to hold your place. Inhale, the left arm up as you lengthen. Exhale, twisting to the right. You can extend your right arm if you wish. Both palms facing in the same direction as your heart. And taking a few breaths there. Good. Every time you inhale, you lengthen the spine slightly, and every time you exhale, you draw your navel in towards your spine. So you really are massaging into your digestive system, waking up the sleeping beauties. Inhale, both arms up to the sky as you untwist. Actually, bend both your knees this time, drawing the knees in towards the chest. And then as you exhale, just hug your arms around your shins. For some of you, you might be able to rest your head on your knees. Whatever works for you, just take a few deep breaths here. Breathing into the back body, so seeing if you can breathe a space between your shoulder blades. And then gently lifting your head. I think we're probably almost at time. Yep, we've got 1 minute to go before we start with our sitting. So making any last little adjustments that you may need to do before coming into a comfortable seated position. Welcome to everyone who's just joined us. Welcome, welcome. Day 13. How crazy is that? All right. Wonderful. Welcome. Just wonderful to see you all here. I'm trying to give some of you a wave, but instead Instead, I have somehow lost you. Alright, I'm trying hard to get you back. Technical malfunction, guys. Oh my word. Alright, I'm going to see what I've done. If you can still see me, can you do a thumbs up? I've lost you all. Aha! Wonderful. Okay, sorry about that. Alright. Hello, Grant. Good. So let's come into a comfortable seated position, whatever position you're choosing for your meditation. Guys, give me a moment. My singing bowl has been moved. 1 sec. So apologies for all the little glitches. I'm moving between 2 houses and my things get displaced. Sitting comfortably if you are in a seated position. If you're on a bench, sitting tall. If you are lying down, drinking coffee, that's great. Just make sure that you are lying in a way that your entire body, lying or sitting in a way, that you are able to release any sense of tension from your body, that you're able to completely relax down into whatever surface it is that you are lying on and that you're supported by. So maybe giving yourself a little wiggle and a jiggle to check that you are comfortable. And as always, we'll start with 1 chime of the singing bowl, 3 croaky early morning ohms, and then a sitting. Taking a deep breath in. Breath in. Breath in. The first Om bringing us into ourselves, into our bodies, becoming more present, bringing together all the fragmented parts of ourselves as we prepare to sit. The second Om connecting us with our immediate community, the Sangha, the community that we've created online, the people in your house, if you have people in your house, in your neighborhood. And then the third Om, connecting us with the much greater picture that we are all a part of. Never before in my lifetime have I felt as connected to the rest of the earth as we sit on day 13 of the South African lockdown. Starting with 6 full breaths. Breathing in as you count to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in as you lengthen your spine. Breathing out as you soften your shoulders. Breathing in for 5. Breathing out for 5. Breathing in. Breathing out. Next 2 breaths in and out through the nose, breathing in. Last breath in. And now letting go of any breath control as you allow your body just to breathe you. Staying with your breath as you notice what it feels like to be breathed this morning. Stopping any attempt to control the flow of breath and just assuming the position of witness as you watch your body breathing you. Noticing how distractible you are this morning. Making allowances for yourself to be distractible, but committing to staying with your practice and returning to your breath. Every time you notice that you're trying to escape, either deciding that you've had enough of the sitting or drifting away in your thoughts, planning your day, whatever it might be. You've committed to this time. You've ring-fenced this for your own emotional well-being. So I encourage you to practice compassionate awareness as you notice whatever is going on for you, however busy your mind is, whatever's going on, staying with the practice. Developing a muscle of mindfulness by noticing the distractions inward, outward, and choosing our response to them. For the purpose of our sitting, the response that will bring you back to your practice that you've committed to is to come back to the breath. Either consciously breathing or letting go of the breathing process, but simply directing your attention and your awareness to that process. Minute by minute by minute. Breath by breath by breath. Bringing your attention to the base of your position and the surface that you are sitting on or lying on. Using the out-breath to see whether you can completely release down into the support that's there. Maybe spending a few breaths as you really become aware of how fully you are able to release down into that support. Seeing how it feels. The next breath in, bringing your attention to your spine, lengthening it as you feel the crown of the head reaching up towards the sky, and using the next out breath to soften all the muscles on either side of your spine as you maintain the length and that beautiful elongation, but with a sense of ease. Sitting tall and dignified, but not rigid. Pausing there for a moment or two as perhaps you visualize free-flowing energy spiraling up your spine on the inhalation and down your spine on the exhalation. Next inhalation, shifting the awareness to the head, and as you exhale, feeling that your head is beautifully balanced on top of your neck, on top of your spine. The chin may be slightly tucked under, so the back of the neck is long, or the chin parallel to the floor. Breathing naturally as you notice whether you are able to soften the muscles around your eyes, all the muscles around your mouth, the lips pressing lightly together with the teeth slightly apart so that the entire jaw is relaxed. Allowing the temples to relax. Imagining that even your brain is relaxing. Next breath in, bringing the attention to the shoulders. And using your next out breath to soften any tension that may be showing up in your shoulders, your neck, your upper spine, and your heart center. Using the in-breaths to keep the attention at the shoulders and the heart space, using your out-breaths to soften and soften and soften. Maybe even drawing your shoulders slightly backwards and then down, as if you're gently squeezing between the shoulder blades, just a little tiny bit of opening through the heart center. Acknowledging our capacity to both give and receive unconditional love. The next breath in, drawing the attention to the length of both of the arms and using the out breath to totally relax the arms. The weight of your relaxed arms, softening the shoulders even further. The hands at ease in whatever position you've chosen. Whether your hands are resting in your lap, on your thighs, palms down, palms up. Whether you're using a yoga seal, a mudra, with fingertips together. Remembering that we're not trying to create an experience, we're just allowing ourselves to be in the moment, whatever it holds, whatever it's offering up to us. So letting the arms relax, the hands be at ease. Next inhalation, bringing the awareness to the belly. Noticing how much tension may be there and using your out breath to relax all the muscles around the navel. Maybe even a few deeper breaths, using your in-breath to allow the belly to rise. So if the muscles are soft and you're breathing in all the way to your belly, you'll feel the rise of your belly. And as you exhale, you'll feel the fall of your belly. Letting the breathing return to normal, natural breath as you bring your attention to the gaze. If your eyes are closed, you are invited to soften your eyeballs as you turn your inner gaze inwards and upwards, as if looking at a spot between your two eyebrows. Another beautiful resting place for the attention if you're finding that you are scattered. Breathing out as you soften your eyes. If your eyes are open, maybe gazing through your eyelashes at a point 1 to 2 meters ahead of you. And then using the next breath in to become aware of your physical body as a whole, sitting dignified but not rigid, using the exhalation to soften and soften and soften. Finding one particular point in your body, in your breathing process, where you're most aware of your breath. It might be the tips of the nostrils. It might be the back of your throat. It might be the expansion and the contraction of the rib cage with the breath. It might be the rise and fall of the belly with the breath. Where it is inconsequential. What is noteworthy is that you can use that particular point as an anchor to come back to with a sense of softening every single time over the next few moments and beyond into your day, that you find that your thoughts are spiraling out of control, that you feel a tightening into your shoulders, your jaw, your belly, noticing what's happening, acknowledging that it's probably entirely accurate, or perhaps it's not, but not needing to go into the backstory as to why you're feeling the way that you're feeling, but noticing that is the golden nugget. And once we've held that golden nugget of awareness, we can gently but firmly redirect our attention towards that one particular point in the body where we feel our breath the most. And stay there, using the inhalations to anchor you in the present moment, and the out-breath to soften into any areas of tension. Coming back 10 times if you find that you are drifting 10 times. Coming back with every single breath if you're finding it very challenging to stay present. practicing this incredible ability that we all possess to self-soothe. Especially at a time like this, where there are high levels of anxiety, stress, worry, uncertainty, loss. It is an incredibly powerful tool to have, to realize that we possess this ability to self-soothe. Instead of wanting someone else to do it for us, instead of engaging in destructive behaviors that bring us temporary oblivion, we can develop the capacity to notice the discomfort. And we can choose to sit with it. Staying with it. Noticing how feelings of discomfort are inevitably accompanied by tension in the body. Becoming acutely aware of the interface between body, mind, soul. And recognizing that with our breath, we possess a resource that has the capacity to self-regulate, allow us to self-regulate. Breathing in brings us back into the present moment, whatever it holds, whatever we're feeling. The breath out offers us the opportunity to soften and allow. Not attempting to change all the distractions, all the stressors, but simply practicing our power at choosing how we engage with them and how we respond to them. Boosting our immunity. Reducing the amount of time we spend in the stress response of fight or flight. Giving ourselves opportunity to engage more, to settle more into the realm of the parasympathetic nervous system where we rest, digest, and heal. in. Keeping your eyes gently closed as you bring your hands together for our palming exercise, rubbing them as tightly or as fast together as you can, generating some friction, some warmth, and then cupping your hands over your closed eyes, and then gently opening your eyes into the warmth of your hands, relaxing your eye muscles, and then rolling the eyes up towards the sky, all the way down towards the floor. Top right, all the way to the right, all the way to the left, top right, bottom left, top left, bottom right, all the way up, all the way down, and then center forward as you gently release your hands away from your eyes. Namaste, thank you for joining me this morning. Lovely that you are all still showing up. Thank you for keeping me company. Wow, we even have someone from Dubai. Hello, Will. Daphne, Suzanne, Nia from the UK. Gosh, there are people from all over. Thank you for joining me. And may I acknowledge you for showing up. Oh, there are too many people to mention here. Hello, Bob. Hi, David. Gabriella, happy birthday. May I commend you for showing up. It's a significant chunk of time that a lot of you have been sitting now, and I hope that it's a practice that you can continue beyond lockdown. I mean, we all know that lockdown may well be extended, but if it's something that's working for you, I encourage you not to cast it aside when lockdown is over. You know, maybe wake up earlier in the morning if you need to get back to work. I'm going to do a little class on creating your own meditation space at home or your practice space. I'd love to hear how this is benefiting you to just sit in the mornings. If there are any questions, feel free to send them my way. Nope, everyone is serene and at ease. Oh boy. So just to say one thing that's come up, a number of people have said that their mornings that they sit and they find that they're so distractible and so scattered and so fragmented that they just give up. I want to remind you that there is no such thing as a bad meditation. The saying is that all you have to do is show up, and the rest it happens for you. So the simple act of sitting or lying or rolling your mat out or whatever it is that you do, that is the most powerful part. If you sit and you find that you are unable to even focus on your breath or on my words for the entire duration of the sitting, that is not a bad meditation, because you have the awareness, you've developed the awareness that you're not present. And that is a powerful realization. Most people, I don't want to say most people, a lot of people aren't even aware of how much time they spend leaning into the future or hanging in the past. And those are the two places that we have no control over. So it is inevitable that they're going to be potentially stressful, potentially carry all sorts of difficult emotions. So it's not that you want to avoid thinking about the future. It's not that you want to avoid thinking about the past. It's relevant, it's necessary, it's often healthy to do so. But what you do want to do is develop an awareness of where you are at any given moment. So, noticing your patterns of thought and giving your type of thought a particular a particular name, to notice what your pattern is. So my patterns tend to be planning. I can worry. I haven't over the years necessarily been able to change the pattern, but what I can say with confidence is that I notice almost instantaneously when I'm falling back into that pattern. And then I can choose whether it's appropriate or not, rather than just being kind of in this washing machine of emotions and feeling like I'm stuck and I don't know what's going on or how to get out. So yeah, if you sat and you were aware of your distractibility, then congratulations, that's a great meditation. Okay, no other questions. My new website's going to be launched in the next day or two, so watch this space, I'll let you know. And if there are any particular questions that you don't want to ask online, send me a direct message or a DM. All right, have a beautiful day and see you tomorrow.